Hello everyone and welcome to the University of Salford and the start of your MBA studies. My name is Kate Wynne and I work within the apprenticeship team as a project officer. So during this video I will explain learning on day one and why we need you to complete this task. As a training provider, it's essential that we're compliant with the government regulations. You will have already submitted several documents as part of the due diligence to onboard you onto your apprenticeship programme. Once you have registered and officially become a student, we now need you to complete your Learning on Day One task. So what is Learning on Day One? What it isn't is your first day of teaching. And what it is the first date of the start of your programme. And this is what's recorded in the university database. And this is the date that we return to the government to draw down the funds. So the first date for your programme, the first start date, is Monday the 30th of November. And this is when we need to record the evidence that you've completed your learning on day one. It can't be before this date and it can't be after. It has to be rubber stamped on the 30th of November. This is stipulated in the funding guidelines from the ESFA, Education, Skills and Funding Agency. So your first day of teaching is Thursday the 3rd of December, 1 till 8 p.m. and you must be in attendance online, which you'll have received the information for. And it'll be explained as well that will go towards your off-the-job training. You can put it on your timesheets as well. But my colleague Sarah Lawton will explain further about that. So why do we need to evidence learning on day one? If we don't evidence and record your learning, the structured learning we will be classed as being non-compliant and the government will claw back funds. So how are we going to do it? So during this video I'll guide you through the steps needed to complete the Learning on Day One task. You'll complete a pre-quiz which takes about 10 seconds and then using your Salford University email address within the pre-quiz. We need to have that Salford Uni address so we can report on it as well. And then you'll complete part one in the first instance. You'll see part two and part three, but I just need you to complete part one. Okay, so let's begin. So you'll have this link within the communications that we're going to be sending out to you. So there we go, there's the start of it. So uni skills and e-learning. So if you take your way through, what you need to do here is go to the Take the Pre-Learning quiz. So this is where I need you to put your Salford University email address, not your personal address. Complete and then submit. And then you scroll down to the section where you have 6 e-learning nuggets, as we call them. On average, it's about 10 minutes per one, so all in all should take you about an hour to complete. So grab that cup of coffee. And don't want you to do part 2 yet. I don't want you to do part 3 yet. I will be in touch throughout the academic year to complete it. But yeah, you don't need to do those sections yet. So let's go down to enroll and get started. So if you click into this button, this will then load up the quiz for you to complete, the part 1 quiz for you to complete. So once you're completed and submitted, we'll then run reports in the background and we'll just see that you have engaged and completed and then tick you off. If we can see that you still haven't completed, then we'll be in touch just to check that everything's okay. Yeah, and that's it. So if you have any queries about what I've just said, then by all means ring me directly on 0161 295 3063. If you want to drop me an email, I will answer it. I'll be online all through the day as well. So that's apprenticeships@salford.ac.uk. I will be in attendance on the 30th with Jonathan Lord, just to take you through the learning on day one again, but this just gives you the background information so you're not going into it cold. And yeah, my suggestion would be just try and get this done as soon as possible on the 30th, you know, whether that's the start before you start the school day or yeah, if you get any time even during the day before you actually meet us at 3 o'clock. I know there's a couple of sessions, like there's one at 3 and one at 4:30. And yeah, as I say, once I've met with you guys, then I'll be online during the evening just to help you out and guide you through. Yeah, and I wish you all the very best, and I will speak to you on the 30th of November, the Learning on Day One day. Thanks very much. Bye.